So welcome everyone. This is the Revolved Half Moon Pose. Definitely an intermediate pose, quite demanding. We learn it against the wall in order to achieve stability in the pelvis and the sacrum. And we have two blocks here. So if you have two blocks at home, set the blocks straddling your front foot. And we start with a back heel to the baseboard. Notice how Surya has clipped her back heel to the wall. And we turn the pelvis forward. If your right leg is forward, you want to turn your outer left hip like you're steering a fire engine. Turn from the back, turn your left hip forward. Okay? Then stretch both arms to the sky. Elongate your side torso. You want that good height. And then reach, reach, reach. Notice how far she lengthens as she comes forward. So you really want to establish the length of your spine for the pose. Now pause there with the hands on the blocks. You have stability at your base and press down through your right heel, the heel that's underneath you in order to build the stiram, the building blocks of the pose. Now from here, take a nice breath in, and with your exhalation, you're going to take your right hand to your hip. Same time, bend your standing leg and raise your back foot up onto the wall. How high do you go? Just set it so that your back leg, see that, is parallel to the floor. The toes orient downward as the heel is oriented upward. A lot of the power in this pose is the pressure through the heels. So you press the heel of the back foot to the wall, press the heel of the standing foot. Now a lot of load goes into the standing hip. So let's bend the standing knee, release some of the strain off of the hip joint, and then re-extend the standing leg. Notice how the block is right underneath the shoulder. So you have heel to wall, hand to block, and then the standing leg. And then imagine that you're holding a teacup on your sacrum. So you really balance the sacrum roughly parallel to the floor. You approximate that. And then if you have the turn, you could stretch your upper arm to the sky. That's not an easy movement to do, is to reach the upper arm. Go as far as you can. Then release, derotate, sweep down, bring your hands to the block, and then step your back leg out, down to the floor. We'll go out the way we came in. Watch. So Surya then brings her hands to her waist and slowly rises up. Okay, so try the other side. Now we're moving into the revolved half moon, Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana on the second side. So you have your back heel once again anchored to the baseboard, turning the outer edge of your right hip forward. If you have your right leg back, you want to turn your right hip forward. The back toes rotate in to protect your knee. So the back toes angle towards the front foot. Okay, then raise your arms to the ceiling. Notice how much height we achieve in the side waist, and then you lengthen forward. You'll need that for the revolved half moon because the spine shouldn't compress. You want to now bring your hands to the blocks and super grow your lower spine. Take a breath there. You're going to need some oxygen for this twisted half moon. It's a very complex pose. So the hands are stable on the blocks. Really feel the stability of your front thigh and how your left femur pulls into your socket. That's the primary stabilizer of the pose. Okay, ready? So now from here, you're going to go ahead and take your back leg up onto the wall. So your thigh bones parallel to the floor. And both hands this time directly under your shoulder. So that's like the warrior 3 pose. Once you've achieved stability there, then bring your left hand to your hip. Now, the key is to really use the wall for power. If you do it in the middle of the room, your back leg is going to wag in the wind. You don't want that. You want to stabilize the back leg, push through the heel, hold your pelvis stable. And then watch, we bend the standing leg, take a little pressure off of the hip, and then re-extend. The entire pose is held stable by the standing hip. Notice the hands on the block under the shoulder. So you have foot on the wall, hand on the block and the standing leg. And then if you have the range, you can stretch the upper arm to the sky to really establish that spiral, but that's difficult through the spine. So you could just keep your hand rested onto your waist if that's best for you, okay? Then to exit, de-rotate, bring hands to block, look up and then step back down again. Pull the blocks back underneath you. And then it's a slow exit, pressing the back leg to rise and come all the way up to center. Okay? So that's the revolved half moon pose. Practice regularly with the back foot to the wall to keep you stable.